Hello, my name is Jason and welcome back to I Have a Story. My last video I talked about the John Deere Green and the business aspects, and I have a lot of videos recorded and saved, and next week I'm kicking off and starting out a new format to my channel. So trying to figure out where things really fit into my new format, which I'll be explaining more next week. But today, making today's video and thinking about what I wanted to air today, I always take and try to look back at my last video and go, is there any more I could take off of that? Anything I might have said inappropriately or not clear enough that I need to clarify, and things like that, I try not to edit my videos, and I try not to take out even my mistakes, because we all make mistakes, and I'm here to show mine. This is how we live and learn, and part of what my channel is about. So today, and this just dawned on me, thinking about, and I've thought about corporate greed a lot and listened to a lot of information about it. But something I was thinking about today, just on top of the record profits that they show us, what about what they don't show us? And what I mean by that is, in part, great part, and please share in the comments, other aspects you see. I'm talking about frivolous expenditures. And God, did I watch a video this morning about, I'm going to be making a video specifically about this video that I saw today about a number in our government that they just spent $4 million on. I could have answered the question that they're spending. Again, look at my Lake Erie video and the algae bloom. We spend millions of dollars seeking questions. The answers are already there. We know them. Why are we not spending that money to fix them instead of let's keep asking questions? Millions and millions of dollars get spent just asking questions, and we never get anywhere. My God, it's insanity. But yet we're being, like with the Lake Erie algae bloom, people are still being poisoned by it. We're still spending millions of dollars to try to figure it out. I've already figured it out, and it did cost me a penny. Let's start fixing it. So diving deeper into the expenditures, God, sorry I do get off track sometimes. There's so much knowledge that I have and listen to and learn that I just don't grasp how this is being allowed. How are the people not standing up and going, no, help us, instead of pissing it away? So, thinking deeper into frivolous business expenditures. One of my wives worked for the world's largest company that hires people. There's a few things through that job that I really want to talk about, and I will be talking about more in the future. The things that I'm blown away just in what I watched with her in that job and the other jobs she even had in that same industry. There's so much I learned that was just like, wow. But how much of these frivolous business expenditures are really actually also going into the pockets of the bigwigs? Her business, that was the largest hiring firm in the world, they would cry and would not spend money on resources that would help the employees do their job better. And I admit, she was pretty good at what she did, and she has a lot of knowledge, and I can't say she's right with everything she does, and I definitely, I don't want to sit here and dissect all that part. But she is a very smart and intelligent person when it comes to this. Different resources and development of resources in that industry. And they wouldn't spend money to help their employees. And this job, so many aspects about this job that I saw. Could any of you go to work for 3 straight months, 40 hours a week, and never one time make an accomplishment at your job? Could you do it and then go home and feel good? I watched whole teams underneath her do that. I couldn't do it. I have to be progressive. I have to make accomplishments. I have to feel good about what I do. I love construction. I can step back every 15 minutes and go, look at the progress I made, and feel it. That's pride. So in that business, they also went out and, they had the money to go buy this $1 million exotic resort in an exotic island. They had the money for that, but not to get their jobs done better. That is frivolous spending. And this is not a resort where they're renting it out and making money. No, this is for the big wigs and whoever they deem is good enough to go. How much of that goes on that doesn't even get reported as profit? Here's one I'm willing to bet nobody who watches this video will know this story. And it's the only other story I'll share with this. Again, I talk about corporate greed, and not just corporate. I mean, I wouldn't consider this necessarily a corporation in this story. How many of you know about the story behind the guy who designed and built the dome over Green Bay Stadium? I actually was in his hometown and got to talk to the locals and meet the locals and hear the story. This guy overcharged $1 million, roughly, give or take, don't know exact numbers. And so he didn't get taxed on that $1 million. He wrote it off as a business expense. And what'd he do? He built himself a $1 million mansion. Now he gets a free $1 million mansion on top of the unreal paycheck he already got paid, that he couldn't go any further on without losing more money. Because, you know, that's what rich people do. When you got millions, you worry about, oh my God, I got to pay my share too? Oh, heck no. We don't do that. We wouldn't be rich if we did. Part of why I'm poor. And if that wasn't bad enough, after he built the house, he didn't like the way it looked. So he paid $100 grand just to have the exterior before he ever even moved in. After the house was done, wait, I don't like this. I want it redone. Do it a different way. I spent $100 grand, give or take, and had the whole inside out trashed and redone. Again, we worry about natural resources, our environment. Why couldn't he take that $1 million and said, you know what? I'm going to donate this back to the people. Guess what? Here's $1 million worth of free season tickets. Here's weekend day tickets, whatever. Give them tickets to the people and say, look at the work I did, and look, and I'm giving back to you. Because I didn't already make enough off of that. I need more. Part of why, one of many reasons I will not watch sports anymore. Go back and watch my video about why I gave up college football, and that's the God's to honest truth. It was the only sport I still watched and felt good about, because those were athletes playing with heart. Not what it is anymore, or what the schools support, or any of it. And how a woman, after watch that video, as a woman, could you wear an Ohio State shirt anymore? Again, I don't push these on my kids. I even offered my son any of my Ohio State stuff afterwards and said, the rest of it's going in the trash, and I trashed the rest of it, burned it. I hoped I planted a seed in him and didn't force him to make the decision. Again, part of the different parent I want to be. I don't even get to be a parent, though. I get to be damned to my kids instead. So, there's a little dive deeper into the corporate greed and the business aspect of it, is how much, and I mean, to look at the numbers we get to see on paper, make you just want to go beat your head against the wall and go, my God, now we know where all the money went. Top 1% has it all. Part of inflation. It's not just printed money. It's not just we need more. There's so many things to it, but part of that aspect of inflation is where'd the money go? We don't have it. That's part of inflation that doesn't get talked about. So, I've really had it with corporate greed. You notice I wear basic shirts with no print on them most of the time because I don't believe in supporting any of it. I don't. I'd rather be basic and plain and proud than support corruption.